Hey you, we are going our second week and pretty much focusing on chapter 2, motion in one dimension. And so I'm showing here our webbook and take some time. And you have the context of chapter 2 given as displacement, velocity, acceleration, and free falling object. So what's the main point in this chapter? Uh, and and what quantities are going to be introduced and exactly what or where should we be focusing on. The first thing is we and I will try to emphasize this in our lab today, at least in the beginning of lab, the difference between scalars and vectors. So the difference between scalars and vectors, let me write this down. Scalars and vectors. Oops. Scalars and vector. So vectors and scalars are different quantities like in physics, and in this chapter you're going to learn displacement. Displacement is a vector. Displacement. Another, velocity is a vector. Velocity is a vector. Another, acceleration. Acceleration is also a vector quantity. So those three quantities are going to be introduced in this chapter. Now, scalar quantities, they are considered scalars. Distance. Distance. Another one, speed. Speed. So how do we define differences between scalars and vectors? Vectors are quantity that require a number to be defined, but also direction. Number and direction. For instance, you say, I walked 10 miles today. You're not mentioning direction, so this is not a vector. And what is scalars? Scalars are quantity only, and like time, 1 second, right? 1 second is 1 second, regardless if you go north, east, south, doesn't matter. It's always a second. Um, speed, speed is a scalar quantity. Like you are in your car and then you're driving 80 miles. No, you are driving 60 miles per hour. It doesn't matter if you're going north, south, east, west. That's the speed of your car. That's why the instrument you look at is the speedometer, right? So displacement, velocity, and accelerations are quantity requiring not only numbers to define them, but also direction. And scalars require only number. Okay. I recommend also Khan Academy. Khan Academy. So you do a Google or Yahoo or a search on Khan Academy, and then you're gonna find this site, and then you look for subjects, science. Of course, choose physics. You can choose biology, chemistry, or whatever. Health, medicine. There are all kind of cool things here, but we are concerned with physics, so go to physics. Look at this, one direction motion. Click on it, and then you have a lot of good stuff here. Again, definition and the distinction between those quantities: displacement, velocity, time. Again, displacement, velocity are vectors, and time is a scalar quantity. And definition of acceleration, and how we play those quantities in problem solving and projectile motion. So I would I mean, these videos are 10, 15 minutes long. So yes, I would recommend you take a look there, at least those 4 ones, just to get to know the subject a little better.